Stay a while and listen and greetings. You have quite a treasure there in your Horadric cube. So I'm a ding-dong. And you might be wondering, why are you calling yourself a ding-dong? So I clicked the go live button and I was like, okay, everything seems to be capturing correctly, everything looks good. And I was like, huh, that's weird, my chat client normally tells me when I'm connected and live, and it's not doing that this time. Turns out that I had still set my stream to bandwidth test mode because I was trying to diagnose an issue the other day. And it turns out that I never turned that off, so when you turn on bandwidth test mode, you don't actually stream to like anybody watching, it just streams to the server and you can inspect it. You can inspect the bandwidth stats. So it's very useful for when you're just trying to test stuff out. Not necessarily when you're trying to let other people watch the stream, though. So, technically I was streaming, but only to myself, and not in a capacity that anybody could watch. I don't even think it keeps a VOD on the server, so you gotta make sure you check that. But in my defense, it's my very first day streaming ever, so. Anyways, Diablo 2, Eastern Sun. I streamed this last year, I want to say. I think it was last year. Diablo 2 Vanilla, really hard for me to play these days. Eastern Sun, oh baby. Oh baby. If you ever play Path of Exile, a lot of the stuff in the stream is going to seem pretty familiar, except that this actually came first. I believe Eastern Sun, I want to say the first release dropped in like 2002, 2003. And they have been iterating on it ever since. This is specifically a fork for the Something Awful forums that has been worked on for them. So I think there have been a couple different revamps of it over the years. But this one just released last week, I want to say. Maybe the week before. And it adds a ton of new stuff, a bunch of new items and all that stuff. Basically an entire new post-game. Because in Eastern Sun regular style, it kind of ended once you got to like Neelathok on Hell 7. There wasn't really much else to do. Here it's like, no, we got maps now. Yeah, we got maps from Path of Exile. And they're very hard. I tried them on my other character. I can barely do tier 1 of maps, but apparently there are 6 tiers, and then there are also Uber bosses. Like actual Uber bosses, not the vanilla Diablo Ubers, so pretty tough. Alright, so I'm going to do a new Paladin. I have another character, I have an Assassin. I could jump onto her to show off the endgame stuff, but I like to kind of show the experience of going through on a new character, because a lot of people aren't familiar with this. Just key smash a bit and get some stuff in there.
Good day.
I'm also using a source port. Or not a source port, like a wrapper for the game, so it lets you actually run at, why is it getting cut off like that? Hold on. There we go. You can turn on stuff. I don't know if the window's going to show up. Okay, cool, it does. So, it says I have 1920 by 1080. I don't know why it sells the black bars, though. You can add in additional things like, you know, dark mode for window. It doesn't actually change the game. You can do anti-aliasing, sharpening, full screen anti-aliasing if you want. There's also, this is the big one, HC text. Because the Diablo 2 font, by default, is bad. It is so bad, oh my god. Let's actually turn that off. Let's look at the font. So, you see where it says required dexterity there? Is that a 5 or a 6? Can you tell? I can tell what it is because I played enough Diablo to know which one is which, but it's a really bad font choice. I don't know if it's just because it scales up poorly on higher resolutions, or if it just always looked that bad, but let's turn on HD text now. Ah, look at that. It was a 5.
Not in town.
I'm just testing audio to make sure it's not going to be too loud. So, yeah, there's a lot of nice stuff in the D2GL options, and there's also smoothing. Where is... Here we go, motion prediction. So you can actually turn off motion prediction and have like classic style D2 if you want. It's like a lower frame rate, but if you ever played Diablo 2 before, you know what it looks like. But then you can also turn on smoothing, so it looks a little nicer. I don't know why it does a little kind of like bleeding on the top there. I think that might just be D2GL. Because I saw another video of someone playing this and it also had the same thing, so... Yeah, it's smooth.
Well...
Alright, so, first thing, if you ever played vanilla D2, you'll probably notice your inventory is way bigger. This is your default inventory, and then your stash is even bigger. So you're not really going to be hurting for space. There's no more gold limitation, like you can't cap on gold anymore. That's stupid. We don't do that here. Tome of Identify. Throw it away, you don't need it. You also start with a cube. Oh, do you not like the face? The cube also has a lot more space in it. I don't know if you ever need more space than you would have in vanilla for this game, but there are some pretty complex recipes. Actually, no, you might, because some items require a lot of stuff. So you start with an Adventurer's Pack. This is like a newbie starter gift. So, cube it. You get some items. You get a charm, you get an odd charm, and you get a splash stone. This is new for this season. This is new for Eclipse. The Noob's Odd Charm allows you to get a bonus to one skill. I don't believe you can change it yet. There's currently a bug. It was causing server crashes, so they had to disable the ability to change this. This is a pretty minor bonus anyways. You won't really need this. But for now, we'll just hang on to it. This one makes melee characters viable again. This single item, the Splash Stone, because they'd realized that melee attacks on most characters were kind of mediocre. Actually, I'm going to put on some music in the background. 1 second. Because I have music turned off in the game. Wait, let me get a little music radio station going. You can stare at the ring belt face in the meantime. Just gotta pick the right one, because I believe that one is not safe for streaming. I can potentially get in trouble. DMCA. Jowdy. Yowdy. Alright. So yeah, there's the Odd Charm, there's the Splash Stone. You can upgrade this as well. This is the base level. But yeah, you can do melee. You can actually like make melee characters and have them viable in the endgame now. Because in Diablo 2, most of your time is spent killing large mobs, monsters. So if you focus on single target attacks, you're going to have a bad time. You also start with fulminating potions. I don't think these are really necessary anymore. They were helpful when Eastern Sun first released, but it's a lot easier to start off now. Finally, we have the Large Charm. This is very important. This allows you to... Hold on. Music's very quiet, though. There we go. Looks good, Eskimode. So this allows you to actually get a benefit from stats besides Vitality. Because if you ever played Vanilla Diablo, you would realize that the only way to really build your character was you put enough stats into your requirements for equipment, and then the rest went into Vitality. If you ever put points into, you know, energy, it was a waste. This makes energy useful. This makes strength and dexterity beyond the requirements for your equipment useful. As you can see, you get +1 percentage damages to magic and attacks based on how much you put into that stat. So it's very useful. This also has one more bonus, and that is the game difficulty, because normally in Diablo 2, the difficulty of the game is determined outside of, you know, normal Nightmare in Hell by how many people are in the game. And if you're playing solo, this is difficult, because you need to have other people or have bots, and nobody really wants to roll up 7 different bots to play the game. There were ways around this, but now it's just all built in this charm, so you cube it every time. You see, now it says +2 game difficulty, +3, +4, +5, etc., etc. So having this on your person just functionally changes the difficulty to whatever you have it set to. We're just going to do 1 right now, because 8 is a lot when you're starting off, or even 3, honestly. 3 might not be too bad, but let's just keep it for 1. Alright. Aside from that, the game for vanilla, for the most part, is still pretty similar. Let's not talk about all the other stuff for now, because let's just go in. The game comes with a map hack. You don't have to, you know, download one or anything. That first Diablo experience of just swinging at something and missing a billion times, that still has not changed. There's also damage numbers. Notice how I'm hitting everything now? My attacks are splashing. I can finally play a melee character. Oh, I need to turn off my filter. I think This also has a bunch of modules that you can add in optionally. I turned off the filter because I realized that it's set for my other character, which is not going to show me any, you know, baby items. It's not going to show me any white items or like basic healing potions, and I'm going to need those, so we'll turn that back on for now. Hey, level up. The question is, what skill? Oh, right, I have Sacrifice. What is this? Oh, that's an attack. I'll throw a bit of Dexterity in just so my attack rating goes up a little bit. But yeah, just the Splash Stone alone is so nice. Honestly, I probably should just keep pushing on, but let me see what my skills are. Annihilation, Protection from Evil. Protection from Evil would actually be pretty fun, because enemies right at the beginning are going to be pretty weak. Also, skill trees are different. If you ever played Vanilla Diablo 2, a lot of these are different. Barbarian, for example, gets Thunder Wave, which basically lets you play like a mage barbarian, which was actually very effective. Let's see, what do I want to work to here? I'm not sure what to build for Paladin. I've never really took a Paladin to endgame in Eastern Sun before. Do I do a bow Paladin? That'd be weird. Summon Bear. I'll start with Protection from Evil, I think. Because this will be really nice at the very least early on. Just free casual damage. And level up. Don't worry about messing up your skill points. Yeah, I think we'll just do this, because this is magic damage, so nothing's really going to resist that. Okay, so we found our first rune. Runes in this game, they still exist, but they're based on the Japanese alphabet. They're based on hiragana. Thankfully, it tells you what the letter is, so this is a U rune, but they will look different, so just be aware of that if you committed everything else to memory. Let's get some strength. So let's make our way to the Den of Evil. Let's start doing the, Alright, I should probably turn that off. Forgot that does actually cost mana. I'm so tempted to go my other character and just pull the Tinkerer's Charm off, because that would be absolutely busted, but I don't think I'll do that. Probably turn up the volume on the game a tiny bit. God, I need to... The only thing I don't like is this still has the basic Diablo thing of requiring you to actually have the item, like the aura, on your bar, which sucks. Just set that to S and D for now. A little annoying. Get a hat. Alright, I need to pick min 10. Because again, I have my filters set up so it doesn't automatically pick stuff up if it's under a certain amount. I remember older versions of Eastern Sun, you basically had to play extremely carefully at the beginning because enemies were like way overtuned, but now it's not nearly as bad, especially with the Splash Stone. Just gonna pick up everything for now. We're just gonna grab anything that drops and sell it for cash. Oh. I'm so used to like hell difficulty, like enemies just zooping across the map at you. They don't do that on normal. Oh, a ring. A ring for lizards. Let's get some mana potions. Axe. So this will be a pretty standard run through Den of Evil for now. Once we get to town, we'll start really cracking into the Eastern Sun stuff. Also, I apologize if you hear me clicking like a madman. That's Diablo, baby. Qatar? You mean a cut all? Oh, that's not over. It's not under my limit. I don't bother picking up like single-digit gold piles because it's just why. Oh, wow. Corpse Fire, normally he would drop a bunch of items, like set items for your, like, a beginner, but this will be fine. This one, durability, yeah, sure. Oh, nice, it's ethereal. Ethereal repairing durability is a pretty nice combo. We can improve that as well. I feel like every single person has done a cover of the Fairy Fountain song from Zelda. I don't know why it's so popular. Okay, that's Den of Evil done, so we can get the skill points.
My duty here is...
I am a... You have...
Yeah.
No.
Alright, let's sell this crap. Anything else I want to swap out for? Cap. No cap on God, FR. Oh, actually, this will be good. A faster run and walk would be pretty alright, too. Yeah, let's get that in here. The lightning damage is nice, but damage output isn't really a problem right now. Alright, we got a little bit of cash. Let's get some vitality. Let's do some more Infection from Evil, honestly. Use bonuses from Might, Fanaticism, Cleansing, Holy Bolt. Holy Bolt! Yeah, Eastern Sun is an expansion, like it's a mod for Diablo 2, because you can actually do that. I think Diablo 2 Resurrected allows mods, but I don't think anybody really makes mods for it. What was I gonna do as well? Because this is... Holy Bolt, Blessed Hammer, and Fist of the Heavens. Can I get any of those? Okay, this is just on its own tree. I can't actually get that yet. I gotta be level 6, so we can't get that yet. We'll just hold on to points for now. Again, don't stress out, like, spending all of your points. Don't stress out using resources effectively, because you will get lots. Alright, so once you have some cash, the first person you want to talk to in Eastern Sun is Geed.
Good evening.
Because he's got a lot of useful things. This is the big one, the Multi-Stalker. This one stores a ton of items, because inventory space is at a premium in Diablo. Even with all this extra inventory space, you'll still run out very quickly. Before too long. So having a way to stock everything in a single item is very useful. I have 4? No, I can't do a Rune Stalker too. Let's buy the Multi-Stalker. So, Multi-Stalker, the way that works is that a lot of items can just be put into it by cubing it with them. So, for example, this tail that I found, this is used to modify your equipment. We're not going to use it now, though, so rather than just store it in my bank and eventually run out of space, I can just cube it with the Multi-Stalker, and now it has a count of 1 tail. I can't stock runes in there. This requires a different stalker. Also, this heart. Throw that in there. So I have a tail and a heart now. This rune requires the Rune Stalker, so we can't do that just yet. What if I sell the Lizard's Large Charm, maybe? That's actually worth 400. And there's 2 different Rune Stalkers, one for like low runes, one for high runes, because there's 47 runes in total. So there we go, Rune Stalker. So now this has a U rune. And the way you switch out what it outputs is you just cube it on its own. So I don't have any of these runes, but it'll say if you have one, like if you have a re-rune, you just cube it with a key to take it out of the object. So if I want to take my tail out, I just cube this item with a key. I just change the color so that way I can better differentiate it from an actual rune. Alright, cool. I allegedly have 10% faster run speed, but it doesn't feel like it. Sadly, I can't get a teleport ring at level 1, I think. We're just gonna skip most of Bloodmoor. We're just gonna kind of push through as fast as possible. Another thing you might have noticed is that items come pre-identified in this game, in this expansion. So, Cain... I don't think he really serves a purpose, because you don't need him... I don't know if you actually need him to advance any quests, but... yeah, you don't have to go rescue him if you don't want to. Yeah, we don't have time for that, Cain. We don't have time to stay a while and listen. Yeah, Protection from Evil is really good, because it'll just do guaranteed magic damage. And nothing in normal really resists magic. Every now and then you might hit and leap that is resistant to a specific type of magic, but I don't think there is anything that outright is immune to it, at least on normal difficulty. Yeah, we're just gonna keep on trucking through, mostly focus on elites. If they show up, we'll fight them, but aside from that, just kind of Bishy-Bosh. So yeah, Bishy-Bosh and Corpse Fire, normally they would drop starter sets, but they're bugged right now, so... Once again, those are disabled. We can get one in the Stony Field, I think. I want to say Rakanishu drops the first few beginner sets, so let's just keep on going there. These guys that make cow noises. Can I get another protection from evil? I can't. Cool. Let's get some energy too, why not? Splash everything. So this is the reason I took protection from evil, because everything will just kind of die, especially the fallen. There we go. So I'm auto-picking all the gold and stuff up. Ooh, Ancient Scroll. Ancient Scrolls are really useful. They are basically recipe scrolls, and you need them to actually create the recipe. It's not like you can just look up the recipe on a wiki and have the means to do it. You actually need the scroll itself as well. It's considered an ingredient. You don't lose the scroll when you do this, but it still is required, so... This is Act 2. That regen going. Smack the shit out of this elite crow nest. Okay. Yeah, lightning enchanted are basically hope you have some lightning enchant, or some lightning resistance, especially if you are a melee class. Chip diamond. Gems and all that, those are also very useful. Yo, Batsuginda, thank you for the resub. Thank you for touching the subscribe button. I don't think I actually have to use the book.
You're great. Let's have a mazza.
Oh, actually, I should pick up a key. The quantity, I'm not sure why it randomizes every time you cube something with it, but it does. Yeah, thank you for the follow. Another protection from evil. Actually, can I do another one? I think it's just... Okay, no, it caps there. Thorns isn't doing... Oh, I could probably get Holy Bolt now. Get this energy going. Get a little more damage out of that. I'll probably spec out a protection from evil. I don't think it really can be carried to endgame, but... Okay. Some vitality for good measure. Alright, Rakanishu, give me a paladin set, please. Here we go. Alright, I have it turned off to announce all set items, too. I should probably turn that back on. So Rakanishu pretty much always drops sets for random classes. I think it's like 3 classes he drops a set for. And then there's also like a generic item find set. So this one, Autolycus, however it's pronounced. This hand, Hunter, which is sneaking. So we don't have what we want right now, but that's fine, we'll just make another game. And he drops the complete set too, it's not like random pieces, so as long as you get one for your character, you're good. So we're gonna start just by grabbing that, because it'll help us out a lot. For now, let's throw this on, because this will be a big upgrade. So there's one set for each class, and then this generic one just has some decent stats. You get +1 to all skills and all that stuff. Universally nice to have, but not necessarily great to carry to endgame or anything like that. But at the very least, you can get a bunch of extra items and gold to start. Faster run and walk, always nice. So let's go solve this crap. John Madden, football. So we can start buying some more stalkers too. Ayu, football.
Let's deal, my friend.
Let's also buy... Actually, do I even have any Decipher points? I don't think I do. No, you need decipher points to reveal ancient scrolls. Apparently I got 2 of these? Weird. Can I... Hang on, let me turn on announcements on my pick. My auto pick thing, because I think it's set from there. Oh, is it actually Radio TV Solutions? Damn, that's wild. Sorry, I'm just looking in my folder because I gotta check one of my plugins. Pick announce, there we go. Yeah, I'll just set it to announce sets. Pick, reload. Okay. Now it'll tell me if a set item drops. Alright, I was gonna buy... So let's buy a Runestalker. Oh no, I have a Runestalker already. Buy a gem can. So again, you can store all your gems in here and they add up. Each gem is basically worth 1/3 of the next tier up, so if you want to make a flawed topaz, then you need 3 chip topaz. And you might think, oh man, eventually you're going to get so many gems, this will take forever to do it. And you'd be right, except that they have a little hotkey that just lets you auto-stock everything in your inventory that can be stocked. So it'll just try and do it automatically. It can't do this yet because I don't have decipher points, but I'll get those eventually. Sell this amulet too. Cool. Alright, so we're gonna run Rakinishu a couple times, just try and get the paladin set. There we go, so it tells you when an item drops. Oh, we got paladin, cool. Remember, this took a lot longer last time.
Spell the mystery of these stones.
Alright, Milabrega. Bang. There we go. Milabrega's orb. Get off me. Get off. Actually, mana burn, that sucks. Okay, cool. What else is this? Holy Bolt, Blessed Hammer, Fist of the Heavens, Might, Fanaticism. Oh, this is specifically demon to undead damage, for the other one's just the magic damage. Just put points in the base aura. Alright, so Milabrega's orb. Actually, can I... Oh no, this breaks the boots. Damn, I was gonna say, can I really use both of these sets? That's wild. So on top of being pretty decent weapons to start off with, these give you specifically paladin skills and better stats than you would get from the Autolycus sets. Although you don't have as much of a higher chance to find nicer things, but still, you just get some really nice stuff. Like chance to cast Holy Bolt on attacking, increase attack speed, faster block rate, that kind of stuff. You know, the good stuff. And we'll sell this off. Alright. Looking good. I've been wasting a ton of mana with Protection from Evil active. It's fine. I might throw some more dexterity in just so I can bop at enemies. But for now, we gotta start going to Darkwood. Honestly, I might just skip Kane. There's one thing that you would need to do it for the cow level, except you don't even need to do that. Because you can just make the cow level portal with something else. With any, like, club type weapon, I believe, works for it. Kill these archers, actually. There we go, level up. Devil Fester. It does still kind of have the same problem that Diablo 2 has, where mana in the early game is pretty scarce. Oh, these guys are doing like Crushing Blow or something. Oh, there's another elite there too. I didn't realize. Try and find a... what's it called? Cannot be frozen item somewhere. Right now, protection from evil is just the easiest way to deal damage. Because magic doesn't miss. Actually, can we... I think we can just start sustaining it now. Yeah, it's going back up. Okay. As long as we don't get mana burned, we're fine. I want to turn on my filter, but again, I'm gonna miss out on... Well, actually... I don't know if I want to... I'm just thinking, like, is there anything that'd be filtering... Actually, no, I'd be filtering out, like, healing potions and stuff. Those will be actually pretty helpful. Pick up healing potions as I go. Just keep rocking more PFE until I need to change. Vitality. The weird opening part of the game where stamina is actually kind of a problem.
This tree bristles with...
It's Treehead Woodfist, guys! Oh man, Treehead Woodfist. I guess we'll go save Kane, fine. Let's go to Kane and his gusset. He deserves it. But yeah, I'll do a bit of it with this character, and then I'll probably show off the end game. Kind of show what you can go to eventually. Alright, I gotta get some Decipher points. I guess I'll just throw my Ancient Scroll in the stash for now. Oh. Game locked up for a second, I got worried. So, there's no real downside to picking up, like, all the organs and stuff, like tails and hearts and all that stuff. That can go... I know I can throw these in a re-rolling orb. Actually, let me get that as well. Re-rolling orb is really useful. I'll just sell the amulet. It's 2,200. That's money. Speaking of money, money is actually really useful in Eastern Sun, because gambling is actually good. Unlike the base Diablo 2, where gambling is, like, absolutely pathetic in terms of return, here you actually have a decent chance to get stuff from gambling. You can get good stuff from gambling. Even in, like, into hell and all that. So money's very useful if you want to target specific items. Let's see, because I still... Yeah, gloves and hat are kind of free for whatever. Gamba good. I'm not going to do Jawbone Cap, though. He changes inventory every time you talk to him for gambling, so if you don't see something you like, just open it up again. There's also a gamble plugin if you want to try and target a specific thing. Although you will need to know the item code. We'll see. Let's try gambling some gloves here, because rings and stuff, those are too expensive still. I want to gamble a cap. Or do I? Maybe a helm. Look. Yeah, just gonna magic. Sometimes you still get doo-doo. I feel like gambling in Base T2, like everybody just kind of agreed it was a waste of time. Like it's a money sink and that's basically it. Or strength. Yeah, might as well. Berserker's headgear. Not a berserker. This is kind of whatever. It's fire resist, I guess, but let's maybe get like a unique or something. Alright, that'll do. Oh, right, because in Diablo 2, like, diadems, you can get the things that Skill Master or whatever, right? Also, in case you're wondering, this T over here, that's how you respec. It's only 500 gold, so very, very mediocre investment to do that. Don't feel like you have to hoard until you can get one. Just play around with your stats, try whatever. If you don't like it, just respec. It took him over a decade to add respecs to Diablo 2. Here you just do it from the start. You can also just buy full rejuvenation potions, but they are 1.5 million, so you're not really meant to be buying them like that. You can. But this is strictly for the realm of people who have, you know, like 5,000 plus gold find, and not for me. Alright, I gotta decode that. I guess I could also go kill Bloodraven and get a free mercenary. I guess I could pick these up to sell. They'll probably sell for a decent amount. Yeah, sure.
What a tragic end to Tristram.
Tristram. Another level up. Here it comes, gang. Here comes Kane's Gusset. Y'all ready? Show me Kane's... Oh, that's a Gibbet, not a Gusset. I almost thought it was Gusset.
Deckard Cain, leave quickly.
Deckard Cain! I like how everybody always sounds like he's mad. Like they're mad at him when they say it. Deckard Cain! He's a kid that got out. Actually, no, I'm using the set. I don't want to break that. Milabrega's set just too nice right now. Smack the elite here. Oh, right. Also, you have to reapply the bonus. Like, if you put a bunch of stat points in, you need to just pick up and put down the augmenter again. Alright, let me go sell off all this stuff.
Good to see you.
Actually, this would be a decent way to get some cash early on. Just kill Rakanishu over and over. And sell all the set items that drop. What's the set bonus for Arcana? +1 to all skills, better chance of getting magic items, or what? More gold and more magic and defense and dexterity. Because gold find is really useful. Again, any way to get gold in Eastern Sun is really good. Because gold is really useful. I'm debating if I want the more all skills, because that's also nice. You know what? Let's do the all skills for now. Because even with 100% extra gold find, we're still not going to be getting a lot of extra cash early on. Because then I can start putting points into the synergies as well to get even more of a benefit from that. Oh, these are passives, are they? No, these are all auras. I don't think anybody really uses an anointed bear, though. Summons, I think it's mostly still, like, Necromancer's the best way to do it if you want to play, like, a summon character. You want to have minions. Because, like, Assassin has summons, but they're not great. Their AI isn't the best, even though they can use your skills, they won't always use them. Oh, actually, this gives you elemental damage on the protection auras. That's pretty interesting. This would be nice just to ensure that you're always hitting some kind of vulnerable part, because most enemies don't resist multiple elements until, like, very endgame. Oh, I turned on walk for some reason. Why did I do that? Hole level 1. Hole level 1. The fact that this starts with map hack is so nice, though. Oh my god. I do not miss needing to find, like, the actual locations of stuff in Diablo 2. Just which variant of the map generated this time? Who knows? Explore every corner of it to find out. Dying pretty quickly. Extrosity. Let's dump more points of protection for you to... So what are we at now? 122 magic damage per tick. Ooh, a soul. Souls are good. Souls by default give you extra mana on any item you tinker it with. But you can also turn souls into any type of material, so they're really nice. They're like a wild card. Okay, you might see on the map there, Blood Raven's Workshop. We're not actually. We could peek in, but it's not recommended. This is a post-game area, because Eastern Sun gives you a bunch of post-game areas that are meant to be done like after you gear up for that difficulty. We'll peek in. We'll have a little peek. Why not? We've been good. Let me get some healing potions. Is there a sock in any of these? Damn, no. I was gonna say I could maybe get like a gem word or something. Alright, so it is full of blood ravens. Yeah, we're not doing any damage. So these are all filled with like clones of bosses that you fight during the game. And in this case, it's all blood ravens. The problem is they're also scaled up to endgame if you look at the area level. This is area level 9. And in here is area level 44, so we're not meant to be in there. You saw my life orb just disappear, right? Even with the armor shrine, it wouldn't help. Defense in this game is weird. It doesn't reduce damage. It just makes enemies less likely to hit you. But yeah, we're not able to do that yet. might put a point to the prayer, just get some HP regen. Might do that next level. Yeah, the nice thing is if you are able to handle that area, then congratulations, you can probably just go beat the game if you're able to survive there. Those areas do give you lots of good drops, though. Yeah, let's get a prayer. Let's get some life regen. And what my other options are. Protections. I might try doing Vengeance. That could be interesting, especially with the splash. Just hit every elemental. Psychic Slash. Actually a really solid jewel to get this early on. Damn, it's a shame I'm not an assassin. Also, you can stock rejuvenation potions in here as well, so if you want to have some for later, you can. More attack rating. There we go. Prayer, I don't think that costs mana. Yeah, no. We'll just switch out as necessary. Plonk. One of the more difficult areas has the Marsh of Pain in Act 3, which is just full to bursting with Duriels. And in case you're thinking, well, it's Act 3, I could just hide on the other side of the river from where they spawn and just shoot them from there. No, they can jump. These Duriels are special, they've been training. But if you can handle it, oh my god, the drops. The drops are so good there. And Charmer Puncturing. Generally, inventory space is too much of a premium to be really using, like, the basic charms. You end up saving it for the good stuff. I don't know, I think the Marsh of Pain Duriels might actually respect Can't Be Frozen now. I think on my Assassin, I don't think I get frozen there. How's it going, Hempberry Fields?
I shall make weapons bold.
Yeah, you're not the butcher. I got a spleen! No, this is Eastern Sun, not Project D2. This is a different mod. Yeah, specifically Eastern Sun Eclipse. I tried Project D2, but it's still just too close to nil Diablo. Iron Crystal Sword. I'm looking for gloves and hats and rings if I find any. Oh no. Somebody tell Zeal. Actually, doesn't Protection Needle get a bonus from... Oh no, it's Blessed Hammered Fist of the Heavens, that's what it is. Yeah, so we can't do that until level 18. I think we'll just keep rocking PFE. Very appropriate Diablo music going on right now. There's no reason to do Charcy's quest. You can socket anything in the game. There's an item called the Socket Donut. So you don't have to roll up a brand new character to add a socket to an item anymore. It's great. So much of like the design in Diablo 2 is just like... They had some ideas, man. Yeah, the Splash Stone is legit one of the nicest things they added for this, for Eclipse. If nothing else, if you never even make it to maps, even just having the Splash Stone alone is like... You can actually play melee characters. Ooh, ancient coupon. So these are used, if you find 3 of the same coupon, you can turn them into a vanilla Diablo 2 unique. If you're still attached to the old ones, you can still use that. If I remember correctly, there are a few uniques that are actually really good. But for the most part, you'll end up just using Eastern Sun stuff. It's just kind of universally better. I don't know, some of the stuff you can get in Eastern Sun is like absolutely cracked beyond measure. Because the thing is, there are a couple of different tiers beyond, like, elite. Cap. Oh, there's Merc only stuff as well. So these items are extremely strong in terms of like stats, and they give you really nice abilities. But if you equip them on you, I think it just drops your HP to 1. They're meant to be Merc only, so you want to give that to a homie. I believe you can also convert items into Merc only. Honestly, we could probably just roll through and take an Andariel right now. Especially because I have map hacks, so I don't have to wander around the jail forever. Because you want to try and stay ahead of the level curve when it comes to the area levels in order to not be getting reduced experience. But obviously, if you can't handle it, you might have to just stick around and grind a little bit. Get some items. Does it refill stamina? My stamina. Oh, you might also be wondering, this bottom bar, this just tells the difficulty. So right now we're at 1 player. In case you accidentally leave it at level 8 and jump into hell. Another orb! Another Breaker's orb! Monk. Level am I right now? 14? I think they also changed it so you can just take skills out of order in the tree. You don't have to go down the line anymore. I think it was Blessed Hammer, so... 2 more levels we can start getting that synergy. My truck is trucking along. Was that Dirk of Worth really worth? Also, there's new enemies. Some are from Diablo 1, some are from completely different games. Like, I want to say there's Planescape enemies in this. In Eastern Sun. Oop. Oh, is there no... There's no door there. Okay, no, I can just go this way. Oh, my mana. I got burned. They fixed the mana burn bug in vanilla D2, but this is Eastern Sun, so it uses an older version of the code, I believe. So you absolutely still just lose all of your mana, because it is 256 times more effective than normal mana burn. In case you're wondering, is mana burn supposed to do that much? No, it's not. Not by default. Diablo 2 has some weird bugs. Also, you can see resistances up top there. I can't really point at them, but you see the numbers. I believe the first one is physical, second is magic, and then third is fire, lightning, cold, poison. So these guys are 60% resistant to magic, but they're not immune to it completely, which is good. I believe all magic that isn't water or fire or lightning, I think it just counts as magic damage generically, so if you're ever not sure, that's what you're looking at. Let's get some poison damage, actually. That could be nice with a splash stone. And again, don't stress about putting in every stat perfectly, because you can always respec. Also, I would say don't stress about like using your resources that you find, because eventually, I don't think we found any yet, but we're gonna start finding dragon stones, which are kind of like almost kind of like the chaos orb of this game if you ever played Path of Exile. Is there wiki features? Yes. This is very much a wiki game. Have the wiki handy. I'm just gonna kill these guys so I can open it up safely. Yeah, this is the wiki, and I can show it off on stream as well. Because there are a lot of recipes. Let's go to the recipes page. Oh, not translate. So you might notice the scroll bar is pretty small here. But there is a lot of stuff you can do. You can reroll items, you can make like starter weapons in case you don't have the set, but you have the set, so we're fine. There's still like legacy crafting if you want to do that, like the old Diablo 2 crafting. Let me make sure I'm not getting killed here. Okay, good. You can convert items in different types, so let's say you want to turn I don't know, like a dagger into a throwing knife, you can do that. You can craft specific items for like paladins, for example. Let's say I wanted to make a helmet with paladin skill levels. If I get a magic helmet, a holy symbol, which is I think that's the dragonstone. I think it's one of the dragonstone items. A perfect diamond, and any jewel, you can make an item for paladins with paladin skill levels. So there's a lot you can do. There's forging, which is a special kind of crafting that modifies an item. This is reversible, so you can just forge items as soon as you get them and just have them floating around as you like. You know, +1 to all skills, specific skill levels, stats. There's a billion things you can do in this game, so you'll definitely want that wiki handy. But for now, I'm just going to smack Andariel a little bit. Me rune. Oh, nice. Yellow helmet. With these higher tier healing potions, too. I actually kind of want to keep the poison.
Here is finished.
Oh, nice. Paladin Halo. There are... Oh no, it just re-rolled it. I forgot it re-rolls those. No, I actually needed that. No. Why did I do that? This sucks. I hate it here. I guess I'll grab the Merc. They're cheap. Let's go for... I guess it's, do you want cold or fire arrow? Guess let's get a cold arrow Merc. Here's a hat.
I'll put that to good use. I can't use that.
Here, you can use that now. Alright, so let's go sell off some stuff. Damn, I totally forgot. It'll re-roll rings that it doesn't consider valuable. So like any rings basically that don't give you an O skill, like teleport or battle orders or stuff, it'll usually re-roll those. So be careful about pressing the re-roll button, about like the auto stock, because it will just throw them back in here. It's not a huge deal, we can always get more. I'm just gonna chug these miners. Ideally, you'll be having, actually, I could throw this on Merc as well. Also, in case you're wondering, Andy, why are you throwing away those jewels? You'll never get them back. Oh no, you can get anything out of an item. Just put whatever item with a socket. If you want to take it out, just cube it with a key. You get everything back. So again, just use your resources. You're not going to run out. There will always be more, and you can always, almost always, undo, like, modifications you do to stuff. Almost always. Alright, let's go to Act 2. Warriv.
The caravan. Your presence honored.
Greetings, Honor.
So Act 2 is weird. The progression in Eastern Sun's a little different. I don't think you really need to go anywhere on the surface in Act 2 here. It's only if you want to go to Lost Farm, I believe it's just easier to kind of walk there. Let's go do the Radamant fight, just because I want to get that skill point, get his book. How dare you crush and blow me. That sounded bad. That sounded off. Does this have a higher... Oh, it does have a... I think it does increase the radius. Cool. So I was going to say, at level 1 we have to be real close to enemies, but now we're just kind of donking them. Emerald. It also shows you item levels. So when you see, like, the 19, that's not... There are 19 Lunar Dirks there, but it just means the item level is 19. PFE is doing some work right now. I know it's going to fall off eventually, but man, it is doing some work. There we go, got a gold ring. And the nice thing is, again, like, there's a hotkey to do all the, like, stalking stuff, so you don't have to worry about that. Basically, the strategy is learn how it works and then just use the hotkey and never touch it again. I don't really need the waypoint, actually. I do wish PFE ticked a little faster, but... C'est la vie. Is that a ring? Jewel. Jewels are handy to pick up, like, you can re-roll them. You might be wondering, what's the re-rolling orb for? Basically it converts 3 points, so like, let's say I want to make another magic ring. You can stock rings from earlier and convert them into points. So let's say I threw a ring in, I would get ring point. And then if I want to re-roll it, I cube this with a key, and it spits out a ring at my current character level, and item level, rather than the item I found, like the level I found the original ring at. So it's a really good way to get items that, like, scale up, even if they're not necessarily useful at the start. Right for Radamant here. I don't know if... I'm not sure if PFE is affected by this charm. Let me see. The 157, 172... Yeah, I'm not sure that is actually modified by anything. It says plus 1% to magic and wind damage, so it probably is. I just... Right now it's small enough of a number that I'm not going to see a change. I'm gonna grab an antidote potion. Sometimes poison can be real annoying. Alright, ready. Where are you? Oh, unique longbow, cool. Give that to my merc. Uniques in Eastern Sun are generally pretty useful. 5 level 3 magic arrows.
I can't use that.
Wait, why can't you use that?
I
Oh, she's not high enough level.
Rest easy now.
I don't think PFE actually causes rest in peace. I think in vanilla there is an aura that does that, but... Because this one causes rest in peace, but I don't believe PFE does. Unless it does and it's just not mentioned at all. Oh, this level 18, not 16. Oops. Oh well. It's fine, we're fine. I'll just warp out. Okay. So now let's start with the actual Act 2 stuff. Oh, I'm so slow. Most of it can be accessed from the underground maze. I don't remember if I have to go to Maggot Passage or Tunnels. Oh, actually, we need better gloves here. Oh, they're ethereal, damn it. Fortunately, you might have noticed if you were looking at the mercenary screen before, there are additional slots. Because mercenaries can use gear as well.
I can't use
But they can use all of the gear, not just like armor, weapon, and whatever else they could use. Was it just armor and weapons? Yeah, mercs are much better in ES. Yeah, we gotta go here. Gotta go Maggot Lair. This is like one of the few areas where being a melee character is arguably better than being ranged. Oh wow. Hand axe. What does that do? I don't want to break the set. But that is a pretty alright axe to find early on. Although it gives me +1 to sacrifice, which is... I start with that anyways, so it's whatever. I'm actually kind of surprised I haven't found any D-stones yet. I know technically a scroll can be converted into a D-stone, but I can hold off on doing that for now. Okay, surely that's been enough points to see an increase now. Let's see. So 201, 217... Okay, no, it does increase. Cool. So yeah, you could actually build like an energy paladin and just go for damage auras. Dump everything into energy if you wanted to. Oh wait, I'm going the wrong way. The doors in here are always janky. That's not an Eastern Sun thing, that's a Diablo thing. Nobody likes doing the doors there. Can we do... one more level? Alright, we're capped on PFE. I keep forgetting I have prayer as well. If you're ever unsure what to use, magic is always a pretty solid choice, in normal at least. There we go, now she can use the bow. She'll put that to good use. I'm just gonna warp out, honestly. talk to Fair to clean the poison, because I'm still poisoned.
Welcome, bro. Good day.
Brother! I'll just sell this. Let's hang on to these for now. Audio Jungle. I shouldn't get in trouble for this. Alright, so now we gotta do Temple Passage, because I believe that's where we get the amulet. And then once you do the, once you, like, combine the Staff of Kings together, then you just go right into the palace. Right to Arcane Sanctuary. You don't have to actually go out into the wilderness. Act 2 has Lost Farm, which is really good. It's basically like the cow level, except it is better. Because enemies there have a much higher chance of dropping ores, which is really useful in this mod. Ores are used to make like kind of a different type of crystal, and they're used for a lot of high-end crafting stuff, so definitely worth your time doing some cow runs if you can. Just do it in Act 2 and not Act 1. I think we go to Temple Passage level 2 and not Claw Viper Temple. Like I said, the layout's a little weird. Because in order to accommodate the optional areas that were added into the game, they had to change the progression a little bit. I think I'll just save my points for now. Yeah, we go here and then we go to Unholy Altar. That's what it was. God, my chance to hit is still pathetic, though. 74% chance might sound pretty alright, except for the fact that this is the Diablo combat, and melee is always weird because you can never tell, is it, you know, my ping to the server, or is it just me missing? You can never really tell. That's why I generally prefer having, like, some kind of guaranteed hit option. It also doesn't help that you have the pit vipers just like chain stunning you constantly. The weird thing is the Claw Viper, like the Amulet of Kings is actually like usable. You can actually wear it. But it is very like whatever. Oh boy, poison resistant, 10 life and mana, yippee, and you can use this as a weapon. But you shouldn't. Because then you can't progress the game. The animation looks a little weird because it's based on the original code, so it's hard-coded to appear there. There we go. Actually, you don't even need to equip it, it's not like the Compelling Orb. Alright, then I think we talked to Drognin.
I've heard that you have been...
Yeah. And now we can go to the temple. And now I think we can also put in... Yeah, let's get a point in Blessed Hammer. Because right now we have enough plus skills that we're getting 4 for every base point we put in. Like, it just starts us at level 4 as soon as we get a skill, so that gives us a decent chunk of synergy damage. We can also do Vengeance. But I don't really have the synergies for that. The other thing about Eastern Sun is you can find skill books, like just as random drops that give you a skill point, so don't stress about your build too much, because again, you can eventually get every single point on your tree if you're really dedicated. That would take a while, though. Skill books aren't like super rare, but they're also not super common either. Actually, doesn't this work with Holy Fire and Freeze? Might Fanaticism... Oh no, it's not. Might Fanaticism Cleansing. Blessed Hammer and Fist of the Heavens. Cleansing. Defensive? Oh, there it is. throw that in. Splash that, get some synergy bonus. 262 damage per tick, not bad.
When the troubles...
Yeah. But yeah, you never really have to actually step out of Loot Ghislaine. You can always go from the town itself. And that's all. The other nice thing about PFE is it causes knockback. You're not quite as likely to get rushed down. I could be getting the waypoints, but honestly, like, there really isn't any reason to come back here once you're done. It's not like vanilla Diablo 2 where you're going to be doing, you know, like, Andariel runs, Mephisto runs. You don't really fight the bosses again. There's no real point to do it. Yeah, I'm using the D2GL port to allow me to run this at a higher resolution. Add in a couple things like a little bit of sharpening, a little bit of smoothing on the graphics. Actually, can I even get in from there? What am I doing? I need to go this way. I will take the waypoint here, because the summoner is, like, weirdly difficult. It's pretty common to just explode. Here we go. Another benefit to map pack, you don't have to guess and hope you get the right portal here. Nope. Yeah, nothing really has... I'm not doing rest in peace, I'm just killing everything quickly enough that it's usually not getting a chance to resurrect, if they have resurrectors. I think right now I'm just kind of looking for better gloves and hat, and some rings, I guess. That'd be nice to have, too. Feels bad not being able to just warp over this entire area, though. God, I want a teleport ring. Flesh. Got those rejuvenation potions. Come on. Yoga. Because again, this is something where you can just stock all the potions for later. Right now, we don't really need to use rejuvenation potions. But they become very, very useful later on once you have, you know, like 10,000 life. And none of the basic potions can do anything really for you. Oh god, please. Let me teleport. A rune. We don't have to auto pick up runes. Weird. Actually, let me get half freeze duration. Do a run of stalking too. Oh, we got an ancient decipher at some point. So ancient deciphers are what you use to identify like your ancient scrolls. I think there's a couple of other uses for them as well, but one of those is worth 1/8 of the Dragonstone, so if you get 8 of them, it'll automatically convert Dragonstones that you find into 8 deciphers. So don't worry about putting them into your stalker and being like, oh, where'd my Dragonstone go? It just says I'm getting 8 ancient deciphers. It converts back up. You're not actually losing anything. I'm a little worried about the summoner himself, so I'm just gonna drop a portal there, because sometimes he just drops a billion damage on you and you just fucking die. Yeah, like that. Hannah, please. Okay, I do want my rejuvenation potions, actually. Ugh. See what I mean? Hannah, please! Okay, I'm gonna try to... There we go. I was gonna say, as long as I can get her shooting, because she's gonna do some good damage with the magic arrows. It also doesn't help that I have, like, 36 resistance. Well, fire was 56. It's actually pretty decent for this early on. Yeah, he just does a lot of number. I don't think it's going to do anything, but you never know. Okay, Duriel, I'm actually going to go buy some potions. Sadly, this still has the thing where bosses will just do, like... What's the multiplier on mercenaries? I don't know why, but specifically bosses will do way more damage to mercenaries. Arbitrarily. Also, there's some new stuff here that I didn't really explain before. So maple leaves, these are kind of your endgame currency. You can use maple leaves for a bunch of different things, but the big one is reducing the level cap on items. When you use a D-stone, like when you use a Dragonstone on items, this increases their level cap, but also increases their stats. So you can then use the maple leaf to counteract what you've been doing and to kind of get it back down to a reasonable level. Because eventually you can get to the point where like an item requires level like 200 to equip. And obviously that's not doable. So this is what you need to kind of counteract that. It's a little expensive at the start, but it becomes a lot more manageable as you build up your character. Then here we have socket donuts. This is what I was talking about earlier. So you can just pick however many sockets you want in an item. You don't have to find a good base. You can just say, give me this many sockets on an item corresponding to the number of gems. And the cost varies based on normal, exceptional, or elite. Basically normal, nightmare, or hell. Normal, flawed, and blemished, I believe, for white items, and then flawed, blemished, and perfect. Or sorry, flawless. I think that's what it is. Then there's Rogan Oil, which is just, you can get a passive dodge chance on two-handed melee weapons, which we don't have, so we're not going to use that. And then this is specifically for, like, Shadow Warriors, I believe, for assassins. If you want to give them, like, a specific type, I think you can do that. But like I said, I haven't messed with that too much. Let's do a repair. Click. I'll just hang on to charms for now. It doesn't auto cycle out jewels, like it doesn't auto reroll these. You gotta do that yourself, so. I think there is a way to make it automatically do it, but I don't have that set up. Okay, you don't actually sell potions. Who sells potions? Is that L6?
Welcome to the desert rain.
No. Drognin?
Good day.
There you are. I fought Duriel before, and I know he hits like a truck. he hits like a mic truck, so... Actually, we don't have to go to Arcane Sanctuary. Also, the map just tells you straight up which one is the correct tomb. For some reason, it gives you like a weird bug on your character pip. It shows like a bunch of weird characters, I don't know why. Levels this map, 17. Start to take a little bit of damage here, so I want to try and mitigate that if possible. Having the paladin like run smoothly but only have 4 frames of animation for the run is very funny. Ancient coupon. Wow. You can also cube coupons if you don't want them to turn into a wild card. I believe with a wild card you can use 2 of a specific set to make a unique 2 in a wild card. But usually I just don't end up using coupons after a bit. Because again, LOD uniques are just not really great compared to the Eastern Sun ones. I guess if you happen to find enough coupons before you find any good uniques, I guess it could be okay, but generally you just want to use the Eastern Sun stuff. It's almost always better. Actually, I should be picking up some gear for Hannah. I don't actually have any armor right now. There we go, you can have some studded leather. Enjoy. Oh, Dragonstone, there we go. Dragonstones are very important. On their own, they don't do anything, but you can convert them into different crafting items. Definitely have the wiki open, because there's destoning, which is basically spending the Dragonstone on an item. And you can use any of these, like they all have different effects based on what you convert it into. This is how you juice up your items past what you can normally get. Seeing what I have for options here. Like, I kind of want to get Vengeance, but the problem is I will very quickly run out of mana. Let's give it a try. Let's get, like, the synergy auras. Oh, this also boosts skill damage, I just realized. Huh. That's actually really useful. I wonder if you can get that aura through like an O skill. So what are we looking at for Vengeance damage now? Let's see. The nice thing is it does increase my attack rating as well, so I'm way more likely to hit stuff. Yeah, I'm actually hitting stuff reliably. Mostly reliably. Damage isn't quite like super wumbo, but it's at least something. Perfect timing on that level up. Barbarian Hoop, I can't use that, so yeah, let's stock this for now. And again, it's going to turn to 8 Decipherer points. It doesn't have a listing for Dragon Stones, don't worry about it. You're not actually losing it. Alright, Duriel. Oh, this will be fine. She taking damage. He was nowhere near you. How was he hitting you? Oh, maybe he's got, like, retaliatory damage or something. Yeah, it shows the resistances, so you can tell exactly, like, what they have. That's a lot of shields. Probably pick up some town portals to restock. It's a shame that I've already got my orb. These are functionally useless. Hello.
Greetings.
Ah, sometimes he just goes, hello, instead of greetings, mortal. Alright, go talk to Jaren, and then we're out of Act 2.
You have done very...
Yeah. Just every quest completes at the same time. Alright, I have to talk to Atma. Did she actually give me anything good? Isn't it like a ring or an amulet or something?
They say you have proven to be the...
I don't actually remember what she gives you. I think it's like a ring or an amulet. But I already have my ring slots full, so it wouldn't show up there. I don't know.
It is an honor to serve you.
Just sell these off. I could try gambling. Maybe I'll try and gamble some gloves and a hat now. Because we're probably going to get some uniques. We're at the level range now where we're mostly going to get uniques. Or not mostly, but they can actually show up. I'm still using these dinky Act 1 gloves, which are kind of stinky. Well, those are pretty nice. Not incredible, but certainly better than what we got right now. That's a little too pricey. Dang. Dang. I'm just spending my money because if you die with, you know, money in your pocket, you don't get anything down. Just grabbing some gear for my merc right now. Alright, she can wear belts too. Hold resist, half freeze duration. And then, does she have one for every slot now?
I'll put that to good use. I can't use that.
Why can't you use that? Oh, required level 18. These basic boots are too advanced for you. Oh yeah, she needs a piece of chest gear as well. Hang on to that. Actually, I'm going to sell off this fulmination potion. I don't need that. Oh, I didn't mean to drink that. I'm just selling off the light potions because we're not going to be using those. It's not worth the time. See if we can get a nice chest armor for her. Sure. Yeah, it's
I'll put
better.
that to good use.
Now I think we just go talk to Mashif. Yeah. And then Act 3. Act 3, which is scary because you do have to go on the surface.
Good evening.
But at the same time, you can just walk into the Marsh of Pain if you're not careful. I've not set foot in glorious Kurast for years. Hey, Diablo 1 protagonist. Alright, so if you ever see the words Marsh of Pain pop up when you're walking around in Act 3, turn around, just leave, just hit the bricks. Oh, nice, another ancient scroll. The Jade Bird of Kuile.
Something more valuable.
Income of fire armor, is that just fire resist? Oh no, chance to cast. Oh, it's a barbarian though. Can't get barbarian mercs until Act 5, so it'll be a bit. But yeah, just keep an eye on the world, on like the zone you're in. If you ever see Marsh of Pain, get the fuck out of there. Just leave, just hit the bricks. Nope. I heard that charm drop. Are the Barb Mercs any good? They were used to the base game? They're very good in ES. I think the Act 5 offensive one casts Ancient's Call, which is an attack that lowers resistances of enemies around him. The Mercs in Eastern Sun are all different, like they're generally a lot better than the base game. In base game, it was basically like, you got an Act 2 Merc to get meditation so you can recover MP. Nothing else is really worth taking. But yeah, they're better in Eastern Sun. The Act 3 mercs are actually really good too. I believe you use them for like endgame gold farming stuff. Because one of them has a protection from fire aura. And then you can combine that with a very, very overpowered sword. Get a ton of gold. Dire Gnarl. Or Norl. Alright. I think if we go north, I think that is the Marsh of Pain. Let's put those boots on before I forget about them. I do want to at least show it, I'm not going to be sticking around. Actually, let me go to the spider cavern first, because I gotta get the eye anyways. The eye or the brain or the heart or whatever the part Kalim's thing is. Oof. Level up for me. Alright, we're capped fire resist now. Just more energy. Still gonna put points into Perfection from Evil, because it's just really solid. Go with that sparkly chest. Honestly, if nothing else, Vengeance is nice to have just for the increased attack rating. And that Splash Charm is doing dividends as well. Oh yeah, I just realized we never actually saw the beetles in Act 2 because we never went topside. It's funny. We're also absorbing health when we hit enemies from something, which is good. There's the eye. Yeah, the interpolation can be a little strange sometimes. Because some things look good, some things don't. Or some things look smooth, some things don't, I should say. Or maybe it's north from here. Maybe that's North Champagne. Actually, no, because that's Flare Tunnel. Messerschmitt's Reaver. Wow. That's actually really strong. It's a shame I can't use it. Actually, I could, but I'd break 2 pieces of my set, because that's a 2-handed axe. Unfortunate. Rank the Locust. I'll give that to my merc. What even does it do? Actually, lifesteal. Maybe I take that, actually. Nah, maybe I'll give that to her, because that'll help her regenerate her health pool. Where's the Marsh of Pain? Oh no, maybe I just go through the Flare Tunnel. Maybe that's it. Because you never have to walk through the Marsh of Pain to progress in this act. Like, if you ever get to Marsh of Pain, that means turn around. You've gone too far. That waypoint, actually. I want to go back to town. She leveled up as I hit the portal.
Good day.
I was gonna say, we can turn this into the bird.
Greetings. Well, praise you.
Broadly, who has absolutely nothing to do with the story here and is just completely skippable. But will constantly exclamation at you like he has something important to say.
I've read.
Go bring this to Alcor. Don't know why it does that though, the little bleeding on the top.
Damn it.
Damn it! Okay, cool. That's some free life. Not especially useful in Eastern Sun, because you can just get as many stat points as you want. Actually, I might want to give... It'd be pretty useful to give her the thieving set. My merc. Oh, actually, I can also identify the scroll I've got here. Let me go back to Act 1 because I don't remember where the Stalker, if there even is a Stalker salesperson here in Act 3. I need to buy the book.
Good to see you.
There we go. We don't need these ones yet. We're not going to be finding Scrolls 26. We're not going to be finding the second tier of runes, so there's no point in doing that. But yeah, scrolls get stored in the Ancient Tome. There we go. I'm gonna re-roll that charm. -1 to monster defense per hit, really. We can do better. I've been stocking up on these potions thinking I'm gonna need them all, but I actually haven't been using a ton of them. Outside of, like, specific parts like fighting the Summoner, even Duriel, we didn't need to use potions. How about that? Summoner is harder than Duriel. I say as I walk into the Shrine, or the Marsh of Pain and get annihilated. This applies to... Yeah, I was gonna say, I think this aura does work on mercs as well, though. Not really high level right now. Fast. Okay, this is Marsh of Pain. We're actually in danger. Do I have to? Oh no, can I go through? Right, I never actually went through the Flare Tunnel, that was it. So yeah, the archers there are kind of scary, but the real scary thing is there are just packs of Duriels. Like, not a Duriel, full packs of Duriels walking around, and they're just Duriel. They're Duriel, but he's higher level. So we will not be going in there. God, I wish it was a pack of Doritos. I'd crush them. Yeah, go through the Flare Tunnel. He brought 4 of his friends? 4 if you're lucky. I want to say, like, sometimes they'll show up in, like, packs of 10 or 12. Froze up. More PV. Oh, hey, another thief bug. Yeah, we don't. If I really want the thief set, I can always just run back and fight Rakanishu again. He constantly drops those. They're not rare. Generally, you don't use sets a ton in the higher level stuff in Eastern Sun, but at the beginning they can be very useful. Quite strong. Brain! Keep thinking that sound is like an alert on my computer or something. It's not. It's just part of the song that's playing. One good bit, please. There it is.
This blade shall...
I love when your character starts saying something, then gets interrupted by noise. Ah, Diablo, I shall... What an incredible... Force Scepter, don't really need that. So yeah, this lets you just bypass the entire Marchapane. I will say it's really nice just pop all these guys around you rather than having to fight them. They were quite dangerous in vanilla Diablo. They would just rush you down and eat all of your blood. I think we go north from here. Go straight to Kurast through the sewers. Or Travancore, not Kurast. So you can see we're starting to get a loot problem where we're just getting a ton of useless stuff on the ground. I would turn my filter on, but again, it's tweaked for higher level stuff, so I won't ever find any healing potions again. Actually... Can we go to Sewers level 2? I think there's a organ there that I need. Level on my 22. Could actually sit around and fight for a little bit. Because generally, you get the most experience from fighting enemies. I want to say it's either like up to 5 or 10 levels above you, according to the area level. I could also bump up the difficulty, but I don't think I'll do that right now. That would give us more item drops. Maybe I could... Do I bump it up to 3? Because 3 would bump it up a little bit. I think that's the biggest jump, going from 1 player to 3 players. For whatever reason, like, due to the way the math works for having multiple players, the 2, 4, 6, and 8 level difficulties on the augmenter here, they don't actually increase the drop rate, they only increase experience and money gained. So generally you're going 1, 3, 5, or 7 for drops. Unless you can just comfortably handle P8. In which case, go for it. Get that slightly more money and experience, I guess. We gotta go to Flare Dungeon. All the locations are still correct, like all the organs. It's just the locations, like the progression's a little different. Fast. You have conviction? Man, I want conviction. Get out of here. Arrows of molasses, what? Give me that horn. I think the horns, the fangs, and quills, I want to say. I want to say those give you, what is it? I think it's like fire, cold, and lightning damage added to items. Blackwing's Footprint. Freezes target plus 10 max cold resist. I mean, I like the idea of her freezing targets. That'd be really nice. Alright, let me put some stats in. I think the plan will just be, like, dump as many points into PFE for now. And then once it starts to fall off, we respec and go, maybe go to, like, Vengeance, try and get all the elemental stats up. Because I think that could be really strong with a Splash Stone. Vengeance was, like, a pretty alright skill before, but the problem is it was single target. But now that we have the melee Splash Stone, like, you can actually get some good damage on single target attacks into crowds. One brain, please. Oh, I didn't get the waypoint in Lower Kuras, did I? I messed up. Oh well. What if I could do any rune words? I don't think I have a lot, though. The rune words in Eastern Sun are completely different. They're all just Japanese words. But it's not just like, you know, they use the same runes as the original. They're all different this time, so you will definitely need to use the wiki for that. Yeah, never grab the waypoint. Oh, can you actually show items on the auto map? Interesting. Interesting. Didn't know that was an option. What is this? Necromancer ring? Oh, assassin ring. +2 to minimum damage. Wow. Wow. Hey, Fireton? Oh, right, I want to trade the Gidbin into Ormus.
You have done this magic ring.
Wait, did it give me a jewel? Ormus. I need rings. Put these separate so I don't mix them up with my other organs. Oh, I guess I could put a jewel in there, I guess. Yeah, I really like Eastern Sun. I tried Median XL a little bit, but I didn't really click with it. Eastern Sun is just like, it's kind of like a proto Path of Exile. It came out before POE was a thing. So it has a lot of similar things like that. Honestly, I might actually put this back in my box, because I'm not really using this. Like, the socket is alright. Oh, right, I should probably buy the can opener. That's how you take gems out of the gem can. Alright, we gotta get the flail now. Bye, Hannah. Kind of curious what it means by automap items. Ow. Not sure if that's like item drops or just specific things on the automap, like... I don't know. Let's go get our waypoint before I forget anything else. I remember the council members can be a bit of a time as well. Flail. Although these guys are worth a lot of experience too. God, I remember before they had this thing, the difficulty selector on the damage augmenter. I remember having to like run a bunch of alts basically. Like you could multi-box with the same account. You didn't need 7 different accounts. But you had to have, you know, all the characters running through all the acts, so I got the glitch rushing stuff. Like, you could basically kind of cheat your way through progression, like, you didn't actually have to play with those characters. And there were certain things, like, they had to be present on certain maps, they had to be available while doing certain things. It was weird. Shout out to anybody who just did, like, glitch rushing as a service, because that shit was annoying. Actually running behind the levels a little bit here. Thankfully I'm capped on fire resist now, so these guys won't do anything. Chain boots, no. Spirit crown. Nah. I was gonna say in Act 5 we get a guaranteed unique. Yeah, the potion glug is very iconic. Did you know that potions in Diablo can have crits? And sometimes heal way more than normal? It's true. I don't know why, but they can. I'm gonna risk not taking the waypoint. Let's drop a town portal here. Drop a TP. Hey, hey, who said you could have conviction? I don't like that. Hannah burn? Oh, Hannah's just dead. God, even with vengeance, I'm still missing a ton though. Thankfully, PFE's doing work. Oh, nice. Work armor. I almost wonder if I should just go back and grab her back. Although this is the Act 2 work set. Yeah, look at that defense. And slain monsters, rest in peace. Yeah, maybe I should go grab her and give it, because this also gives all the resist too. Problem is I gotta run all the way over here. We should have enough cash, I think, 18k.
Hello there. Now that fewer. What can I do for you?
Oh no, this is the Act 3 merc set. Even then, though. That puts her at 74, 85, 66. Much better. Run my Stalker too, just in case. Popping the potion for later. I don't know that Hannah's gonna survive the boss fight, because again, I mentioned that bosses just arbitrarily do way more damage than mercs for some reason. There's just a calculation that says multiply any damage to a mercenary by way too much. Usually it just ends up killing them straight up when a boss looks at them, but we'll see how we do. Here, you can have a healing. I'm gonna start cleaning out my belt here. Got the light potions. Glug, glug, glug. Alright, man. For some reason, Mephisto has a handler. Or no, it's not here. It's when he gets summoned for the Bale boss rush. So due to the way that the rules work, you can't summon Mephisto, but you can summon a minion that then summons Mephisto or something like that. It's weird. As long as I keep his attention, we're good. Okay, we're good. Not really worth picking up here. might take a little more dexterity. 428. Damage is getting up there now.
It is good.
Yeah, I believe the reason he has a tamer is due to ooh, mana stolen per head. Actually, that could be nice. But I don't want to lose the +1 to all skills. Get rid of all these charms, man. The Bale boss rush is a little different in this one. In Eastern Sun. He summons all the act bosses, basically. You fight Andariel, Duriel, Mephisto, and another Diablo. As you might imagine, it hits way harder. Act 4, which doesn't really have a lot going for it, if I'm being honest. Act 4 is basically like these two open areas, and then you go through the River of Flame, and that's it. You're at Diablo's house. What if I could... I'm almost kind of tempted to try the Lost Farm and see how I do. The only downside is I have to melee there, like I can't... Like I could just run around with protection from evil. Oh, I gotta go kill, Izual. You have to turn the PFE on. What does he say? Does he say save your soul, or does he say shave your, like, save yourself? I'm not sure what he actually says there. Is this guy resisting PFE? Oh, that's a problem. Izual has a lot of health, though. Might be here for a little bit. It's worth doing this, though, because you get a level. Crushing Blow. I think that's been replaced as well. I think it's like a different attack speed multiplier that works with your base attack speed. Izual just has a ton of health. Any damage I take here, so we're fine. Alright. Talk to him, that's quest complete.
So holy, fall so far from righteousness.
How could someone so holy fall so far? You were a Templar, John Dar. In this entire third section, that's basically just the River of Flames. Just go to the River of Flame. Go to Orange Land. I'm really far behind in levels, actually. I'm 4 levels down now. Gonna start doing some fighting here. Could even consider bumping it up to P3. I might do that. Let me just change the difficulty while I'm getting my ass hit here. It doesn't change the difficulty of any enemies that have spawned already. So like these guys won't become harder, but anything that spawns in after the fact will get harder. So going forward from here, it'll be harder enemies. Stock on mana potions. That was a light one. Because P3 gives you a pretty decent drop rate boost. Like, the way that drops work in Diablo is that there is basically a chance for a monster to drop nothing. Which obviously is not what you want, and the more people are in a game, the lower that chance gets to drop nothing. Go kill that elite too, I'd never actually finish him off. Puke Maw! Hey, my name's Puke Maw, and I'm extra fast. And I'm dead now. Let's get some mana potions, I think I'm gonna need them. I'm not gonna lie, I was extremely tempted to bring over my charm from my other character. But it'd be very difficult to explain. No, it's really interesting. You have a lot of interesting gearing decisions when you make your character, and you get to craft everything, and just have a charm that lets you melt everything in normal. Probably even Nightmare too, honestly. I think after I kill Diablo, I'll show, like, endgame stuff of my other character. Started chugging. Yeah, exactly. If you have, like, another character, you can bring over good stuff. I'd like to show off the actual experience of, like, playing the game for the first time. It's also a lot more interesting to watch because enemies are actually, like, kind of a threat as opposed to just, oh, you looked at everything and it died, cool. Like, eventually you get to the point where you can have auras that kill everything that is, like, 8-player hell. What overhaul is this? This is Eastern Sun for Diablo 2. This is a vanilla Diablo 2, not, Resurrected. Resurrected would not support Eastern Sun, it was made for the original one. These guys have so much HP now. Like, these guys don't even resist magic, they just have a lot of health. Wave of Meteor. Oh, were they No, they weren't even champions. What the heck? Let's actually go fight Festo, because I want to go get rid of the Soul Stone. Yeah, Median XL and Project D2 are like the two big ones. I'm sure there have been additional mods that people have made, but I think those are the big ones. Level am I now? 25. Let's kill these guys, they're easy to kill. Honestly, getting big groups around me is probably the strat, just so POE, or PFE can just take care of everything. POE is a different game. Just that tick rate being so slow is hurting me a bit now. Spleen, spleen, spleen. Let's put my skull into my little can here. Hey, man. I still kept my antidote potion from Act 2 all the way back then. Chekhov's antidote. Honestly, those magic arrows on Hannah's bow are really helping a lot, because I don't think they can miss. Grab the greater mana potion. Alright, who's ready to miss the first few swings of the Hellforge? Hell yeah. Ooh, toe rune. What did Blemish, Topaz, and Sapphire give? Faster cast rate, mana, cold resist, or gold. Max fire resist or mana stolen per hit. I actually need the other stock for this. I forgot that Hephaestus drops much higher tier runes than you would normally get for the difficulty. Oh, Hannah's dead. She died somewhere. Let's go bring her back. Just 3 waypoints in Act 4, geez. I wonder if they were rushed. Let's put these gems in my can. Then this can just go in my stash for now. No, if the hammer and flail don't miss, it's not Diablo 2. You're playing a bad game. You're playing an imitation of Diablo 2. I'm just replacing these with the better versions. Can I throw this in my charm? I guess I could. Or actually, wait a minute. Aren't there gem words for like single gems? Hold on. Let me bring up the wiki again so I can tell what I'm looking at. So, on top of rune words, there's also gem words. So, like, you can have, if you load up an item with all rubies or sapphires or whatever, it gives you, like, a special little bonus. Not nearly as, like, powerful as a rune word, but still pretty nice to have. Or if you have, like, rainbow, you can have chance to cast Poison Nova, Immolation, Nice Nova, Charge Bolt, stuff like that. I think there's one for the charm, I want to say. Yeah, here we go. 1-3 socket charms, Ancient Skulls. Chance to cast Decrepify. That could be good, actually. Glacial Spike, lower resist. Iron Maiden. Chance to cast Blizzard when struck. The problem is it's when struck and not when I strike. Cast Weaken when struck. Creeping Doom. Creeping Doom could be nice because that's a stun. In lightning. Maybe I'll do a skull. What's the best skull I can get right now? Do I have a lot of skulls? I don't have a lot of skulls. Although I need to buy the can opener. I don't know if they sell it in Act 4.
What do you need?
I think it might be Act 1.
What do you need?
Yeah, I know I have to go back.
Thank you, here.
Oh right, I never got my level up reward, oops. Or my skill points, whatever it was. 4 points. Keep bumping up PFE. Can I get any of these yet? No, Fist of the Heavens is still locked out, that's 30. Alright, I was gonna get the passives as well, I never did that. It's not quite as meaningful because it's only a little bit of extra damage. It's like an extra couple percent. I think I might try going for like Vengeance once I get higher up. because we're capped on PFE now, so... Well, this is their Blessed Hammer, Fist of the Heavens, and Cleansing. I have that already. I guess I could put in Might and Fanaticism. Diablo was always a 2-hour game. Diablo was like the original 2 hours game. So many people have, like, not wasted, but spent a lot of their childhood playing Diablo. Childhood, teenager, college, whatever.
Let's deal, my friend.
Alright, I need to buy a can opener. I'll also grab the other rune stock while I'm here as well. This I don't need yet. So the can opener is used like the keys. Blood, standard. I think I can only do a standard skull, which is a little unfortunate. Yeah, it's 17. Perfect gems required 243. Each one is basically like 1/3 of the next one up, like I mentioned. So 3, 9, 27, etc., etc. So you can eventually build up to perfect gems by doing this. Also, to change the output of a specific type, just cube it on its own. So I need a skull. What is Ruby, actually? Ruby's chance to cast Iron Maiden when struck. No, I think I want a skull because that gives me replenish life and faster walk and all that. Let's do that. Ruby, diamond, skull. And again, you can always experiment with putting stuff inside items because you can always just cube them with a key to remove it. Skull. Ancient. Oh, the chance is really low. It's still something, I guess. It's replenish life and mana. Because this is kind of whatever. This isn't really doing much for me. Actually, you can't do rare jewels and magic jewels together. You're gonna mix them up. You're gonna separate them, I should say. I'm actually gonna keep the poison damage. Still, I might try and gamble, actually. How much money do I have? 21k? Because it might be time to swap out this helmet. I've been using that since Act 1. 13k. Please be good. Not great. I think I can still gamble like a cheap hat or something, though. Not a jawbone cap, though. Give me some hats. Heed. Yeah, that's too much. Hey, there we go. Cool. All skills. We can't use the summoning on druids, but whatever. +1 all skills is better than this. Like I said, gambling is way, way better in Eastern Sun. Okay. Alright, let's go and try and kill Diablo. Pretty good progress. I think we could have... If I had brought over, like, my charm and everything, I absolutely could have just, like, breezed through like, the entirety of normal. Actually, I have to go this way to get across. Hannah, please try your best not to get killed. Because we need to get killed against Diablo. Like, it wouldn't be so bad, except the AI is really bad, so like when Diablo does his lightning hose, like the lightning beam or whatever, they just kind of stand there and eat it. They don't try and dodge it. And since bosses do so much more damage to mercenaries, you just kind of cry. You're definitely feeling the effects of all those extra points I put in now. I'm really feeling it, Mr. Krabs. Fire Golem still just have a lot of HP, though. 25. Did I say 25? I meant 26. More PFE, please. Oh, this one actually has sockets. And penetrate, but it's Amazon only. Disappointing. I don't like that you guys have auras. I don't like that you guys have auras and are also lightning enchanted. That's a little scary, actually. What's my lightning resist? 36. Not great. Are you guys giving me auras? No. Who's giving auras? Who's mana burning? Is it you? It doesn't say your aura enchanted, this is lightning. I guess that was our man. Oh, I think this is a bug that happens whenever a monster drops a town portal. Scroll. Oh, I got slowed down. It's due to the way that the auto-buy script just auto-refills your town portal scrolls whenever you talk to a merchant that has them. I'm not sure why it happens, but it's kind of funny. Eventually you just start filtering out town portal scroll drops anyways, because there's no real point to them. Ain't no point to the game! Nice thing is with Vengeance, even if I run out of mana, it just does regular attacks instead of Vengeance. Honestly, we're defending pretty well against most of these attacks. I could probably stand to just kind of make a big train. I don't like that Hannah got her resistance dropped, though. That's a little scary. Puke them all. I need mana potions. I'll refill my belt, I guess. They also changed the bosses that spawn from these, like the seals for Diablo. I believe one is King Leoric from Diablo 1. Yes, please. I guess I could have gotten meditation as an aura. I wonder if maybe if I do that, just run meditation and protection from evil. Or swap out. Actually, no, you can't put auras on this one. Because losing PFE would kind of suck. That's kind of like my main damage output right now. Paladins are really strong in ES. Mostly for auras. You dare bring light into my lair? You must die. Okay, as long as I'm draining health here, I think we're okay. Again, melee splash is doing so much work right now. Because normally Vengeance hits one target. That's bad. Unique Neural Staff, Unique Neural Staff, Unique Speed'em. Oh, this guy is. Yeah, that sucks. Okay. One Leoric down. Let's see. Got an end rune. Oh, that's good for Amazons. I could have Oak Sage. What if I swap that out? If I cast Oak Sage from that, does that stick around when I switch? No, it goes away. Damn. Yeah, the poison tends to last a while. My poison resist is 61, which isn't bad, but it's not great. Yeah, I'm just gonna go cure this here rather than try and wait it out. Damn, sucks that I can't really use either of these. That's two-hand, which means I lose two pieces of my set, and then this is also a two-hand weapon. I almost wonder if it's worth it.
I can't use this yet. I can't use this yet.
Oh no, I need strength for that. Never mind. I can't use that yet. He's right. By God, he's right. Yeah, this is not the actual Diablo 2 soundtrack. I'll throw these in my stash for now. Sucks that I can't use Oak Sage, because that would actually be really nice for the Diablo fight. Do you guys sell greater potions, or you're still just on regular? Oh, you do sell graders. In that case. Buy a bunch of these. Couple of antidotes too, why not? Yeah, there's a pretty good chance if you ever heard like a video game music and chill playlist, you probably heard some of these songs before. Ancient Scroll, nice. I could actually put in some points into strength and use that spear. Ooh. Dragonstone and a rerune. Oh, my mana. I should probably put some strength in, actually. Like, the PFE damage is bumping up there. Oh, I'm still in level 3. Maybe I should bump it back down to 1 for Diablo. For Mr. Blow. Yeah, you know what? I think I'll just bump it back down to 1. Come on. These seals are really wonky sometimes. After these enemies which have death noises that are way louder than anything else for some reason. Saw a bad guy using Grand Viper in here. Stay together, please. Problem is they're constantly running away too, so you can't melee them very nicely. Yeah, I don't know why that death sound is so loud. Self-repair. Succubus death noise bass boosted that MP3. Some mana back, I want to actually hit things. All these beholders dropping poison constantly. Do they? I think they also just mana drain you inherently, which is real annoying. Beholders are a new enemy for this game. For this mod, I should say. Oh, Anna, I need you to not stand there. But I also need you to attack. Just gonna, there you go. Belt here real quick. What are you doing besides exploding into pieces of ice? She's just like walking around and sometimes getting in melee range and very rarely shooting an actual arrow. Like I said, mercs, they're better in vanilla, but they're still not very smart. Constantly frozen sucks. Yeah, women be exploding into ice shards constantly. Am I right, fellas?
Not even death can save you from me.
What do you need?
Alright, I gotta talk to Tyrael to revive. Thank God for auto stock, man. If you want to do some crafting on items, it requires like upwards of 200 clicks for a single step of crafting, so it's really nice to just have those. Yeah, that's the attack that NPCs don't even try and dodge. I can deal with it because I can just drain health, but Hannah is not so much. I'm just gonna point it away from her. Do not pull aggro. I remember when that was a thing in FF14, when it was actually possible to, like, rip aggro from your tanks because you were doing too well as a DPS. Before they added, like, the specific aggro stance. I still love how, like, oftentimes the act bosses are some of the easiest parts. I thought it was like lightning and fire damage. Oh, I could be wrong. Might also have magic damage in there for good measure. Actually, Diablo doesn't resist magic at all, so all of our PFE ticks are doing full damage. I won! He didn't drop anything good. Alright.
Let Diablo's death end the reign of the
And the Reign of Terror is over, except there's still Act 5 because they released an expansion. We're not going to do Act 5 because we're not going to be able to finish in time for me to, you know, be done. But I do want to show off a little bit of endgame stuff, so let me switch over to my assassin real quick. Physical lightning? Okay. I knew it was like some weird mix of like elemental and something else. I just don't remember it was like physical or magic. Alright, let me get my my assassin. We're gonna go to hell now. So assassin, well, my assassin, a little more geared out, a little bit. So the gear in Eastern Sun gets kind of wild. So this Polar Star is one of the newer items. It's not the newest item, but it's one of the special ones that was added for the last revision of Eastern Sun. Basically, I'm building like a cold bomb assassin. Cold blast specifically. Cold damage, 198,000. That seems pretty good. It is pretty good. Basically, I've gotten, I think, all the synergies for Cold Blast now. I think I don't have any more points to dump in to get more power out of that. Because again, you can just find skill books as random drops here. So you never really have to worry about not being able to take all the synergy points. You can just take everything if you need to. Just play enough. I also just have the... what's it called? The Shadow Warriors and Masters just for the sake of having an additional target. They don't really do a whole lot. They try, but it's not really reliable. I've also got Burst of Speed, just for moving faster and attacking faster. Fade and Shade Armor are fantastic defensive skills. They are borderline required for anybody that is not an assassin, if you want to get to the really high-end stuff. And then most of it's just going for Cold Blast energy here. So Cold Blast, I'm just taking all the points here for the bonus damage, because Cold Blast is very, very fast to use. It's really easy. For charms, we're looking at slightly different things. So we got some unique grand charms. We got Lothar's Will, which is +1 to all skills, and then I forged it to put assassin skills. Once again, forged this to have all skills. Or no, this one was assassin skills. This one, I believe, is random, so you can have different class skills on it. So I just rolled it till I got assassins. I still need to forge this one, and these ones as well. I need to upgrade my Splash Stone as well. And then this one, the Deviant Cell, is another odd charm. It's like this one, but except I upgraded it. This one gives you Drain Life, but also gives you +1 all skills, or +2 all skills, and then chance of getting better magic items. So this is the newbie charm that you start with. You can upgrade it eventually. And I put in some extra sockets to give it a rune word, Master of Water. This gives me reduced enemy cold resistance, and most importantly, it gives me cold mastery. Which means that all of my cold skills will now do a lot more damage. And then on top of that, the minus enemy cold resistance on Polar Star and all that is really useful. Mage's Delight, this is a really powerful piece of gear. I need to get some better socket items for it. Right now I'm just throwing some Tourmaline. Or is that Cinnabar? I don't remember. Reduces enemy cold resistance. Well, reduces all enemy resistance, honestly. Faster cast rate, faster hit recovery, +5 all skills, replenish life, why not? And then this little black charm here, Tinkerer's Dream, this is new for Eclipse. This one you can basically just add in whatever stats. On its own it does nothing. The idea is that you just forge on all the stats onto it, and it accepts basically anything that you can tinker on, so it's kind of like, this is where you dump a lot of your currency into improving this thing, so I just have, you know, bonus 3,000, 2,000 fire, lightning, and cold damage on attacks, which I'm not really getting too much of a benefit from, because it's for physicals. Replenish life +2001, so I'm regenerating a ton of health, regenerate mana, increase maximum resistances, elemental, maximum magic resist, reducing damage, 800% extra gold from monsters. And then this one reduces vendor prices. I need some better boots. I need to think of a better way to do this. Then these talons, these are just standard white talons that I added some sockets to. And basically just jack the shit out of by adding 40% cold skill damage, replenish life damage reduction, add some extra gold for good measure. This rune word adds plus 900% extra gold for monsters, and then additional extra gold based on your level. Then this one, Storm Shield, is for Ancient's Call. This is a very important skill, because Ancient's Call reduces enemy resistances at level 65, which I have it at right now. It is resist everything by 100%, gets reduced. That's how you break immunities. This amulet that I have lowers enemy cold resistance even more, and also gives me level 31 conviction, because why not? It's more damage, you're multiplying your stuff. Very important. So, let's get all our buffs going, summon our shadows. So we're at 9,000 life because I have battle orders. I'm not using unique rings, I'm just using rare rings with special skills on them. So this one gives me teleport, and this one gives me battle orders. Battle orders is very useful because it gives you a skill that gives you increased maximum life and mana. Tremendously useful. And we're on level 8 on Hell mode, so this is the hardest possible difficulty you can get to. So with that in mind, let's go show off some of the bonus areas. I'm pretty zoomy right now. And with teleport I can go even faster. So first place I'm going to show off very, very early on. This is the first bonus area you can go to is Bloodraven's Workshop. It's full of all the Bloodraven clones. I can just stand here and they can't really do anything to me. They can drain my mana, but look how fast it regenerates. This costs 22 mana per cast, so it's whatever. Oh right, I gotta turn my filter back on. Filter. Oh, I guess you could just turn it off. So, you get a lot of stuff in Hell mode and 8 players. I'm not even going to bother picking up most uniques because they're not really worth using, so... All this gold find, I think I'm at like 6,000 right now. Yeah, 69,000, nice, or 6,900. Gold piles on average are about like 50k to 100k. Also, I'm not even using Ancient's Call because Conviction is breaking all these resists. But, yeah, nothing in the base game can really touch me at this point. But that doesn't mean we're done. If this were last year's, like, last season of Eastern Sun, whatever, if this were not Eclipse, we would be done. But we're not, we're on Eclipse this time, so there's actually a new tier of content.
Join my army.
You're actually not getting broken, so I have to use Ancient's Call on you, because sometimes even with Conviction, enemies can still be immune. But Ancient's Call and Conviction will break any resist in the game, there's nothing they can do about that. And it's very important if you want to play elemental characters. Yeah, level 31 Conviction will handle most regular enemies just fine. I think we end up doing about, like, what, 500k? Yeah, around 500k without using Ancient's Call. And we're just constantly finding Dragon Stones and Ancient Scrolls, so remember what I said about not hoarding stuff? Like, don't stress about hanging onto Dragon Stones, just use them, you'll get more. So these ores, they have, specific like gems in them that you get to do high-end crafting, so ores are definitely worth seeking out. And again, all these are like standard, like proper Blood Ravens. They're not just like monsters that look like her and are named Blood Raven. It is just additional Blood Ravens. The auto stocker takes a little bit longer now because there's just so much crap to pick up, but it's all good to have. Yeah, I have 17,000 Ancient Decipher points, so divide that by 8 to see how many Dragon Stones I have. That'd be like, what, 2,000 I think right now? And I've been spending a ton of them too. So endgame Eastern Sun gets kind of wild when it comes to, like, resource management and crafting. Because the thing is, I'm not even close to being done with my build. This is, like... I would say in terms of, like, end game progression, I've just kind of started. Because, again, there's still maps. We gotta do maps. But yeah, this is why I have a very aggressive item filter normally. Because, this is with all the crap filtered out. Like, just look how many uniques are dropping. Now imagine I have to see all the rare items and magic items and all that stuff. You want to set up your filter once you get set up. feel like her army's gonna try and destroy us.
Join my army. My army will destroy.
Just like non-stop items dropping. It's great. How many runes do I even have? I don't actually have any null runes. I need to make some more. I can either make them out of woe runes or just a slurp juice, slurp juice, slurp juice. So these are the things that I was talking about. There's consumables that just give you stats and skill points. So there's skill books and slurp juice. We like Fortnite. We like Fortnite. So you're never going to screw up your build. You can always put in more points, but generally I just dump more into energy because that's my damage type. We're doing cold damage. That's Bloodraven's workshop. Let's go to the Marsh of Pain now. That's probably, I would say, the hardest area outside of, like, Neilthok's domain. This game changes it in Eastern Sun so that Neilthok is kind of like the post-game boss, I guess, rather than Bale. Because so many people got killed by him anyways in vanilla that they just figured, what if we just made him a boss? What if we just made him, like, the boss? So you can also sell ores when you find them and extract them for 200k each, I think. And I made that. So let's go run down to Marsh of Pain real quick. Someday I'll get those waypoints. That day is not today. There we go. Look at all the Duriels. You looking for Bale? So again, these Duriels can't do anything to me. Like, I'm poisoned, I'm locked in the corner, they're doing like 15 damage maybe at most. And I just throw a couple of ice orbs and pop them. Having teleport is very important for endgame though, I would definitely recommend it. Get yourself a ring with teleport, it's not too hard to get. The nice thing is, even if an enemy is already, like, getting their resist broken by conviction, I can still get more damage by using Ancient's Call. So Duriels just drop a ton of stuff in general. So I would say this is probably, like, one of the best endgame areas if you can handle, you know, being surrounded by a billion Duriels. Which I can. And then it comes with all the stuff like the auto pickup, so like for gold and stuff you don't have to click on all these gold piles, thank god. Oh, there's a skill book. Did I already pick it up? Yeah, cool. So these are the skill books I was talking about. So you read the book, you get a skill point. I guess I put some points in Command Mastery, because I think I can get a second Shadow if I... Yeah, +1 summon for 25 levels for Command Mastery, so I want to try and get some more levels on that. Get some more Shadow Masters. Because right now I can only summon the one Master, but I think with enough points I can get a second one. So that's Marsh of Pain. That's all the Duriels. And then let's go to the old endgame, I guess. As soon as I clear up my inventory. Although before I do that, I'm just going to buy some maples. So you remember all those things I was talking about? The things that are kind of your endgame crafting material, these guys, maple leaves? So it's about 1.9 million each. With the amount of money that I'm getting per run now, it takes a while to buy stuff normally. But there's a script for that. You can just buy start 50 map, which is short for maple, and then it just buys it immediately. Right now I currently have probably about like 240 maples after I'm done. 238, yeah. So I have enough materials to do quite a lot of crafting, but I'm definitely going to need them. Alright, so the end game is in Naraku, which you get to via the Ancient's Way. This is the lead up to Neolithoc's domain. So, we're just going to teleport through, because again, nothing here really can do much to me. There's also some bonus areas in here, I guess, if you want to check them out. I think these are actually in the base game, it's just they're, like, dummied out, you can't access them without modding. It's like there's a football field, the G. Fraser Dome. There's, like, running backs and defensive ends and all that. Cheerleaders, safeties. And then G. Fraser himself is actually a unique monster. This is in the base game, I believe, but again, you're only accessing that through modding. Then you can actually go there, vanilla. It's just a reskinned Duril, I think, but still, it's a like unique graphic that's never used otherwise. And then there's also the Bill Roper Memorial Ball Field, I believe. Well, I think it's in Naraku 3. Yeah, there we go. It's a little hard to tell, but in the other area they actually threw little footballs at you, some of the enemies. Here I think it's just they cast, like, ice balls. Kill the Roper? Oh, I think he's over here. Yeah, there he is, Reporb. There he is, look at him. Unique guy. Manager spleen. There's no real reason to go here, aside from just, like, having a laugh. Because I don't think these areas have, like, specifically higher drop chance for the ballpark and the football field. Oh, is it D1 Hellfire? I never actually played Diablo 1 Hellfire. I never played Diablo 1. It's just too slow, man. I've seen people playing, it's like, oh my god, you live like this? Throw that away, I don't need that set ring. Okay, so this is where you go if you want money. This is where you go to set up your gold find stuff. So, there's just enemies that are just flying piles of gold, basically. They die very easily, and they give you a lot of money. So again, like, minimum, like, 60, 50k per gold pile here. So this is the place to go when you want money. And I want to remind you, I'm not even close to finishing my build. Like, I could definitely get a lot more gold find on it. I'm not using all the rune words that I could be using. And then if you really, really, really want a lot of money, you set up a mercenary so they have a full gold find set, because mercenary kills are added to your gold find as well. So if you have 5,000 gold find, your mercenary has 5,000 gold find. You effectively get 10,000 whenever a mercenary kills something. And then you give them this really overpowered sword I was talking about earlier that just lets them kill stuff by walking around, like they're not even having to attack them. It's got an aura on it. And you get a lot of money. And that's the way to get money in this game, because you need a lot of it. Money is king in Eastern Sun. Oh, I just realized I lost my shadows. The one shadow almost always dies, the regular shadow. I think Shadow Master is the only one that actually survives. Because it doesn't have random equipment. I think it's just a clone of you. Weird. Weird how that works. Rebuff just in case. Alright. So, nowhere is supposed to be a hidden entrance. Obviously, with Map Hack, it is free. But there's like a little hidden entrance that when you hover over it, it actually pops up. And then this is where things start getting real dangerous if you're not, like, really well geared. There are Izual clones in here that really have a really high drop rate for Ancient Scrolls. So if you want to complete your book or just try and find more of them, this is the place to do it. These Plague Rats do a billion poison damage. Not like actually a billion, but they just do so much poison. This is a really good place to find hearts, which are good for adding life onto gear. Yeah, just like lots of Iswal clones, lots of dangerous enemies down here. But if you can survive, there's lots of good materials for you to pick up. And up until now, I've been able to teleport over walls, but once we actually get into Neelathok's domain, I can find the entrance for it. There it is. Oh, null rune, hold up. I just noticed the null rune pop up. High runes aren't nearly as rare in this game as they are in Diablo 2. They wanted to make sure you could actually, you know, find things. Okay, I did pick up the null rune, good. You will actually find, like, the Zod equivalent in this. It's not nearly as rare once you get to endgame. Like, you don't have to just buy it off a gold seller or whatever. It's ridiculous, my god. I think they did end up tweaking rune, like, high rune drop rates in Diablo 2 after a bit because they realized how stupid they were. And everybody was just botting them anyways. Like, nobody was actually gonna find one legit. This is a mod for Diablo 2. This actually came out before Project Diablo 2. Or Project Diablo, whatever it's called. This has been in development, I want to say, since like 2002. It's called Eastern Sun. This specific one is called Eastern Sun Eclipse because it adds kind of like a Path of Exile endgame to it. Adds like maps. And a bunch of new gear and like crafting and stuff as well. But here we can't teleport over walls, so you can't just skip right to Neelathok. You actually have to go through the map here. It's still worth killing these guys, though. They have some good drops. Every corner has like a little mini-boss, kind of, so this one drops a lot of Saw runes, which are important for crafting and endgame. Oh, I didn't actually get you making this call. There we go. Like, even this guy, with all my damage, he still has a lot of health. He's at 0 cold resist. Get a bunch of ores. Oops. Like I said, you can't teleport over walls, so if you're even close to one, it'll just be like, nope, you tried to teleport over a wall. These are Lister the Tormentor clones. They're ghost dinosaurs. Ooh, slurp juice. We like Fortnite, we like Fortnite. And then once you get to, there's nothing up here. No, it's just it's dead end. Once you get to the center, then you can actually go through into little Neelathok's little palace. No, I love this mod. I've been playing it for, like, since 2009, I think. So Neelathok lives in here. He's got a lot of guardians, which have pretty good chances to drop skill books and slurp juice, so definitely worth time killing them if you can. But as you might imagine, they're kind of tricky. It has MP, but my MP regen is just so off the charts right now, it's not going to run out unless I get mana burned. Oh, multiplayer. Yes, it has multiplayer. Sorry, I thought you were talking about my MP, like, yes. No, it has multiplayer. This is also kind of where, like, you really need magic resist, because Neelathok himself uses Corpse Explosion, he uses the Wave of Souls, whatever that's called. And most people don't have a lot of magic resist, so they get melted. I don't even remember, was it possible to get magic resist in vanilla Diablo 2? Was that a stat you could get on gear? It's just like it was so rare, nobody bothered building for it. You just dealt with Neelathok sometimes exploding you. Yeah, like, there's mana burn. Look how fast my mana regens right now. And this is with me spamming my skills, like, just constantly casting. Alright, so Neelathok himself is up there. You can kind of see there's, like, a pack of him. A bunch of clones. And Neelathok himself. Not very hard compared to his buddies, honestly, if I'm being honest. So he dropped some Slurp Juice. Oh, he actually dropped the map, so that's Chaos. I don't think I have this map, actually. Cool. So, if this was Eastern Sun before Eclipse, that would kind of be it. I'd be basically done with progression. Like, I could optimize my setup to kill Neolithok slightly faster, I guess, but nothing would really challenge me anymore. So, what we can do, we've got these maps. We have maps now, and they're hard. They're really fucking hard. You need the absolute best gear if you want to even survive.
Good afternoon.
I have a couple different maps. Chaos Palace is new, I might check that out. Right? Yeah. There's also new charms. I haven't actually used these yet. I have a ton of Ex-Neolos, which are really good javelins. Yeah, basically like POE style maps. So like this is a tier 1 map. And you can find unique crafting material that only shows up in that specific one. Let me sell or let me go buy some stuff first though. Because if I die, there's a very good chance I don't make it back to my corpse. Buy a bunch of maple leaves. Okay. Reapply every buff. Let's go to the Chaos Palace and pray. Also, you might be wondering, okay, Andy, why don't you just bump it down to P1 if it's that hard? The drop rate is absolutely pathetic in maps if you're not playing P8. Like, the design of maps is supposed to be, you're meant to be playing on P8, so... It is technically possible to beat a map without being on P8, but, like, you're not going to get any drops. It's not worth your time. Yeah. Go do your gym stuff. So these are kind of like revamped versions of Diablo maps. Of, like, vanilla areas, but they're, like, actual areas now, like new stuff. Oh, they're actually doing resist down on me. That's scary. That's bad. Because I'm gonna keep thinking those are enemies. Basically everything here is gonna be immune. Like, these guys are 90% everything but physical magic. So you basically need Ancient's Call at this point. Like, you can't get away with just walking in and be like, yeah, I'll just do enough damage. I'll just deal with the resistance penalty. No. Oh god. Yep. Sometimes there are these drakes that just constantly shoot, like, lightning hoses at you, basically, except it's elementally attuned. One of them is a poison drake. The problem is my defense, my resistance was down there, so... Let me try a different map. Because having the resistance down enemies in there is going to be real dangerous. I remember, was it? Shifting Sands is really... I think Hidden Endurance I did okay in. Also gotta redo all these. Alright. Round 2. This is where rejuvenation potions are really nice to have. So it's a little hectic in maps. Just a little bit. I don't know why it does that flash sometimes, I apologize. I'm not sure if that's a D2GL thing or something else, but yeah, sometimes it just happens. Oh, there's the lightning hose. Just like, shit's constantly happening. You're almost always taking damage. Like, my life regen is bonkers right now. And even then, like, it doesn't actually go off until you're not getting hit. And sometimes you just never stop being hit. Sometimes you're just always in a state of taking damage and your regen can't actually go off. I almost think I go around from the other side rather than fight the lightning hose guys head on. There are some really good items in maps, as you might imagine, for your trouble. But you really, really, really need a good build set up to actually survive in here. Smack, 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 smack. I gotta remind you, this is with Ancient's Call and Conviction going off. This is with, like, multiple sources of resistance down, and I'm still barely doing, like, 9,000 damage. With my attack that was previously doing, like, 600k when I got all my spells off. Maps are real, is what I'm saying. Like, look at my life regen. You might think, Andy, your life is drenching so fast. How could you possibly die? Well, maps are the reason. Maps are the reason they can your stats let you go so high in this game. Maps also have about maple branch, nice. These are equivalent to 5 maple leaves, basically. So functionally, this is like getting a 10 million gold drop. And then these are high-end crafting materials that I gotta start putting in my tinkering dream, honestly. There's a lot of good stuff to be found here, but it is very, very difficult to survive. So there's something to work for if you end up playing Diablo 2 Eastern Sun Eclipse. I believe there are 6 tiers of maps, and this is tier 1. And then on top of that, there's also Uber bosses, which are like beyond tier 6 in terms of difficulty. Kind of like the Diablo clones from original Diablo and all that. So, a lot of content in this one if you plan on optimizing your build and going all the way to the endgame. There's lots of stuff for you here. But I think I'll call it there. I just wanted to show off some Eastern Sun Eclipse, because I've been really enjoying this. Hope y'all had a good one. Sorry about not being able to stream yesterday. I'm going to try and stream tomorrow, since I wasn't able to stream on Monday, so expect to see that tomorrow afternoon around noon Eastern, usual time. I would have streamed Monday, but they were doing work on the connections here on the cable line, so they were constantly disconnecting me. It didn't feel good. I'm going to raid y'all over to Matt. He's doing some super auto pets. New pets time, real, not clickbait. And yeah, again, I'll see you tomorrow. I'm debating if I want to do more Toho, SMT, or maybe I'll finish off the Zelda seed from the other day. The only problem with Zelda is, like, it's a lot of... Like, the dungeons are going to be pretty similar. There might be some bits of weirdness here and there, but I think I'm mostly situated now. We'll see. Anyways, go check out Matt, have a good one, and enjoy the rest of your day. Peace.